already got a pre-slope going in. This is my pre-slope. I won't do a mud pan without doing a pre-slope, you guys. That's just me personally. I think it's a very important step. I made a video on this stuff before. It's WP980 by Flex Tile. That's the liquid membrane. This is the roll of fiberglass reinforcing mesh that comes with it. It's just woven. It's like fiberglass. It's super durable. This coupled together with this, you can use in place of a pan liner. This gives this a lot of integrity. I'm going to show you how to install this here in just a second. But so my pre-slope is flat if you put a level down there, but it's sloping to the drain. I've mudded to the flange here. Now this is going to replace a pan liner basically. So I've got a pre-slope. My wallboard's cut down to the mud. It doesn't go down inside the mud. Don't do that. Don't put your wallboard down into your mud. So that's a pre-slope. And then this together, that's the fiberglass I've got already cut in place. I'm going to show you guys real quick what it looks like when you put it in. Some areas where I live, this is actually a code to do a mud pan this way in that particular town, or suburb, or whatever. Each little suburb has their own building codes or whatnot. This is actually, it's a really strong, bulletproof, durable mud pan. And this is only step one. I'll have to make a two-part video because I'll show you. There's two parts to this. This is the first part. You're getting the main try not to move that stuff if you can help it. I just use a big brush. And this part is a lot like when you burn the thin set into the substrate when you're troweling mud for a thin set. If you put a layer of this down first, it almost like primes it, and then your flange here don't get stuff into your drain, but you're going to want to paint over that flange too, because this is going to become your membrane. Basically, you're just trying to get the area covered up. It's kind of heavy right now. That way when you actually paint your coat on to put your fabric in, it doesn't dry up right away. That's the reason you do this, kind of like a prime coat. And then just make sure you have all the corners covered. And don't leave any big drips behind. Make sure it's all the same thickness everywhere. And I don't know if you saw or not, but tape up your little bolt holes on the drain before you do this. Once you get this coated over that drain, you won't be able to tell where those holes are. Okay. Now that that's all coated really good, you're just going to walk this down in there. Make sure you're staying straight on your walls, and then push. Make sure there's no wrinkles in it. You don't want any wrinkles at all. Now waterproofing starts soaking through that fabric, and you go back and hit it with your brush. That ensures all the wrinkles are out. And once this dries, you just treat it just like you would a pan liner. You just cut out your holes like you would and put your clamping ring down on there. It works just like a pan liner. Go ahead and drop this one in. One thing you want to pay attention to is the way your seam laps. If you spilled water here and it's rolling down, you want to make sure it's like a roof, like a shingle, so it goes over. That's one thing you want to pay close attention to. And just use your brush to smash out any wrinkles. I'm going to just keep working until you get it completely covered in that membrane, in that waterproofing. Now once that dries to the touch, you can go over and do another coat. But before you're going to do that, there's this material that's the same material, but it's like an 8-inch wide. After this dries, you come back with this band, and you almost like you would if it was Kerdi band. You form that, coves all the way around. You make yourself pre-made inside corners. You can custom make those for right over here and there. And I'll come back and do another video when I do this band, because that's a crucial step to this. And you also end up wrapping the curb, and it flashes down over the floor. So there'll be another part coming up, but that just shows you how to use the fabric that comes with this waterproofing. So I'll be making another video. I'll see you guys then.